So we'll start the session. Today we'll discuss about the Linux. Okay. So in Linux, which topic we have to do? Yesterday we have completed user administration. So today we'll see group administration. So already we have discussed in Windows. Concept will be same. Group is a collection of user. Group is created for what? Assigning the same permission to multiple users. So whenever we want to assign same permission to multiple user, we need to create a group. So in Linux also same concept. So we are not going to discuss much theory about it since we already discussed the theory in the MCSE course. So we'll be doing now how to create a group in Linux through the command. Before apply the permission, how to add users, single and multiple users into the group, how to make group admin. Okay, those things we will see. Okay, fine. So who can do this? Only root. So we need to log in as a root. We need to log in as a root. Now we'll create a group. So yesterday we created the user. So what is the command we use to create the user? User add. So same way to create the group, we have to use group add. So say to create the user, user add. To create the group add. Then any name of your choice. So group will be created. Like if you use the cat command, the database file, all group detail it will show. If you use the head, it will show first 10 attempt top 10 groups detail. Tail means last 10 groups detail. Now you want a particular group detail, grep, same. File name is different, command is same. Grep, yesterday username, today group name. So user information is available in etc passwd, group information in etc group. So it will have 4 fields. First group name, here group password will be covered with X mask password. It will not show the group password detail. GID, group is identified by GID. So whichever users you add before you apply the permission to the group, here it will show. Since we have not added any users, it is an empty group. So then about the group password detail, it will not show. So we can check the other file. Like yesterday, user information was available in etc passwd and shadow. Same way, group information is available in etc group and etc g shadow. Yesterday it was shadow file. For group it is g shadow. So when the password is not assigned to the group, after the group name, you will get single exclamation mark. Like yesterday we have seen, when the password is not assigned to the user, after the username, you will see double exclamation mark. Here, single exclamation mark. And here, the group admin name, it will show. So password is not assigned to the group admin is not made, and users are not added. So we'll assign the password to the group. So to us, why we are assigning password to the group? In Windows, we did not assign, because in Linux, we have a command. Suppose I'm in one group, you are in other group. So I can switch to your group by using one command, new grp, new group. So I can access your group permission. So to avoid that, to have the security in Linux, we need to assign the password to the group so that one user should not access the permission of other group. So now we'll see that how to assign the password to the user, passwd username. To assign the password to the group, passwd group name. Then you assign the password. Nothing will appear. Remember, when we assign the password, invisible. Confirm it. So if it is a problem, it will show they don't match. Try again. Again, I'm giving and confirming. So if any error message is not coming, means the password is assigned properly. Now, where do you check? In etc group, password detail will not show. In etc g shadow. So here, like user password will be in encrypted form, which will always starts with a dollar. Same way, group password also will be encrypted, which also starts with the dollar. User password and group password encrypted always starts with a dollar. Now, group is created, password is assigned. Now, any users added into the group? No. So we need to create a users existing, like we have discussed in Windows. Only existing users we can add into the group. We cannot create new users from group. In Linux also same. So use the command user add to create some users. So group consists of multiple users. So one by one you create four to five users. I have created 4 users. With user add command you can create one user at one time. So one by one you create like 4 to 5 users. I created 4 users. Now, will it add automatically into the group? Will it add the users automatically into the group? No, we have to add. So how to add it? gpasswd. This is the command to add users into the group. Capital M, multiple users into the group. So first write users name, then group name. Now users is added into the group. So if you want to add single user, gpasswd hyphen small a to add single user. Capital M means multiple users. So first create the users, then add depending upon the requirement. To add single user, small a. To add multiple users, capital M. Sometime if you need to delete the user from the group, not from the machine, just to delete from group, gpasswd hyphen d, d for deleting the user from the group. Just from the group. It will be there in the machine. Only from the group it will be deleted. So this is how you can add single user, multiple users, as well as if you need, you can delete the user from the group. So till now, whether we made anybody as a group admin. So if a group is big, what generally people will do? They'll make somebody else, one of the user, as a group admin. So in Linux also we can do. So group admin information will not be shown in etc group. It will be shown in etc gshadow. So group admin is not made. Here the group admin name will appear. So if you want to make a group admin, you have to use gpasswd hyphen capital A. Capital A means making group admin. Small a means adding single user. Now which user you want to make group admin, you write the name of that user, then group name. So for which group L1 has become group admin. So in etc group it does not show. In gshadow file it will show. So see here, earlier this was empty, but now here L1 is there. So L1 name is appearing twice because he's a member as well as he's been made group admin. So once you make a group admin, so group admin will get some extra privilege like adding and removing the users. Adding and removing the users from the group, which normal users cannot do. So if you log in with L3, he can't add or remove the users from the group. But now who can do it? Since the administrator, that is root, has made L1 as a group admin, now L1 can add and remove the users from the group. So to do that, to verify that, log in as a L1. Now can you check how many users are there in the group? You can check. And you can also check who are the users in the home directory. So if you want, can you add some users into the group? Yes. So to add single user is small a. So I'm adding L4 into the group. Now user is added. Now if you want to delete some user from the group, he can delete. He can delete the user from the group. So now he is deleted from the group, but not from the machine. So can the group admin delete the user? How to delete the user? User del hyphen R. He can remove only from the group, but can't delete. And group admin cannot create new user. We cannot create new users. Only he can add and remove the user from the group, inside the group. Like we have discussed in Windows, when you make the delegation control, that will work inside the OU, not outside the OU. Same thing here. Okay. So now even the group admin cannot open the gshadow file. gshadow file G shadow file, group admin also cannot open. Only root can open that. Now to come back from the admin to root, exit. Now, if you don't need, suppose, group admin. So when we know how to make a group admin, we should also know how to remove the group admin. So if you don't want anybody as a group admin, so just you do this. To make group admin, you have written the name. To remove it, you just don't write anybody name, just write inverted commas without space. So now nobody will be the group admin. No one will be the group admin. Okay. Now we will see how to change the GID. Yesterday we discussed how to change the UID, not GID. So to change the GID, group mod hyphen small g, then any choice, any number, and the group name. Now the GID is being changed from 1001 to 2022. Can we change the group name? Can we change the group name? Yes, we can change the group name also. We can change the group name also. How to change the group name? So same, group mod hyphen n name. Now new name, existing name. So the group name is changed from Linux to MCSE. So if you check the group detail with Linux, it will not come because the name is changed to MCSE. So like this, any one of these field we can change as per our requirement. Now, if you don't need the group, what you can do? You can delete the group. Group name. Like we discussed in MCSE, if you delete the group, users will not get deleted. Only group will get deleted. And here hyphen R is not required because it will not exist in multiple locations. So users will be there when you delete the group. Okay. So this is about your group. So I hope you understood how to create a group, how to assign the group password, how to add single user, multiple, how to make group admin, how to remove group admin. All these things I have given in the file which I have shared with you. I hope everybody got this file. So from this file, you have to do this practical. Everything is there in that file. So whatever I have shown today, like group administration. So today we discussed how we can create a group. See, everything is same. How to add multiple users, single user, delete, group admin, then removing, then changing the GID. Yes, changing the group name, deleting it. I hope everybody is clear with this. So if you are clear with this, we'll start next one, permission. Yes, have you understood everyone? Okay. Okay, now we will group is created to assign same permission to multiple users. So just now I shown you how to create a group, how to add users into the group, how to delete, how to make group admin, how to change GID. So this all is done to apply the same permission on group. So now we will see first what is permission. Then after that we'll see how to apply the permission on users and group. Okay. So like in Windows, we have discussed permission is used for security and sharing. So permission is used to apply the security to the data and share the data, security and sharing. So there we used security level permission and share level permission. Here we have basic file permission and ACL. The concept is same, just the terminology is different. And here we will mostly do through the command. So now suppose let us create one file. On that file or directory you want to apply the permission, suppose. So write something. Create one file by cat command. We discussed this. Cat greater than file. Enter, write something. Enter, come to the empty line, save the file, Control D. To check the file, ls. So we discussed that to check the permission of the file. What is the command? ls space -l. So here, whichever is file, first character starts with hyphen. Whichever is directory, the first letter starts with D. So I told you in the basic commands, between the first character and last name, whatever in detail we'll discuss in permission class. Now we will discuss that. So before we apply the permission, we should know this. So if you want to check the permission of all the files and directory, ll or ls space -l. If you want to check the permission of a single file or directory, ls space -ld space file or directory name. Okay. Now between the first character and last name, what is those all these things we'll discuss now. Now, if you want to see the permission of a single file or directory, ls space -ld space file or directory name. So here you have to see the first character. If a first character is hyphen means file. If a first character D means directory. After that, the permission of the file or directory. Then the link value. If it is a 1 means link value 1 means file. Link value 2 means directory. Then owner means which user is created this file. So if this file is created by root, so owner name will be root. Here this file is created by user 1 means user 1 name will appear. Owner name and owner primary group name will be always same. With what name you have owner, with same name you have primary group owner. Always these names will be same. If it is here U1, here also U1. Then the size, how much content you have written in the file, that will show in bytes. Then when it is created. And last one is the name of the file. So these are the details. Now here the most important thing is permission. So permission can be changed by only owner or root. So these are your detail between the first character and last name. These are the detail. Permission, link value, owner, group owner name, owner primary group name, size, date and time, and file or directory name. Now see here, exactly same thing you can see here. What we have discussed. If your first character D means directory, this is the permission of the directory. For file, link value will be 1. For directory, 2. Owner, group owner, size, date and time, and the file or directory name. Exactly same thing. Okay. So now we will focus on, for here, the most important thing is permission. So now we'll focus on permission. So permission consists of 10 characters. From here to here, permission consists of 10 characters. So permission consists of 10 characters. In the 10 character, first character is used for identification. So if it is a hyphen means file, if it is a D means directory. And then next one is what? The permission uh, consists of 10 character. In that first character is used for identification. Now remaining 9 are divided into 3 categories. So first 3 characters shows the permission of the owner. So 3 category means each 3 category consists of 3 character. So first 3 characters shows the permission of owner. Owner means creator of the file or directory. Middle 3 permission for group members. Last 3 permission is for others. Others means the rest of the users who are not in the group and not the owner. That rest of the users are called others. So the owner So here you can see the permission consists of 10 characters. In that first character is for identification. Remaining 9 characters are divided into 3 categories. Owner, group owner and others. So each category consists of 3 characters. So the first 3 characters shows the permission of owner. Middle 3 characters shows the permission for group. Last 3 characters shows the permission for rest of the users who is not in the group, not the owner. So in these 3 categories, the permission is given by 3 terms, RWX, where R means read. So maximum we can give read, write, X means execute. So this read, write, execute can be changed by using 2 methods or 2 modes. So permission can be changed by using 2 modes, absolute mode or symbolic mode. Absolute mode means when the permission is changed by using the numerical value. So you have to remember numerical value for read is 4, for write it is 2, it is constant, for execute it is 1. Whereas the read symbol is R, write symbol is W, execute symbol is X. So permission can be changed by using number or alphabet. So if it is changed by alphabet, it is called symbolic mode. If it's changed by numerical value, it is called absolute mode. If it is changed by numerical value, absolute mode. If it is changed by alphabet, symbolic mode. So how to change, I'll show you. So by default, whenever root user creates a file, so the first character will be hyphen for file. So first character will be hyphen. Then this 9 is divided into 3 categories. So the read value is what? 4. Write value is 2. Execute value is 1. So in Linux, the file is created without execute permission. So read write means 4 plus 2. Whichever is not there, 0. So 4 plus 2 plus 0, how much? 6. Like this. 4 plus 2 plus 0. And here only 4 plus 0 plus 0. 4. Now here 4 plus 0 plus 0. 4. So this is the owner value. This is the group. This is the other. The permission will be in this sequence only. So numerically it is like this. 6, 4, 4. First number is for group. Sorry, first number is for owner. First number is for owner. Second number is for group. Third number is for others. First number for owner, second number for group. Blah. So whenever root user creates a file, what is the default permission the file will be created? 644 means owner only will get read write. Group members only read. Rest of the users also only read. When the directory is created by the root user, the permission will be 755. So it is like this, 4 plus 2 plus 1. So 4 plus 2 plus 1, how much? 4 plus 2 plus 1, how much? 7. Don't minus it, only you have to, whichever is not there, you have to take 0. So here 4, right is not there, 4 plus 0 plus 1, same thing here, 4 plus 0 plus 1, 755. So first number is for owner, second number for group, last number is for others. So when the root creates a file in Linux, the file will be created with the default permission 644 and directory 755 always. And when any other user other than the root creates a file, the permission will be 664. And for directory 775. And what is the maximum permission we can give? Maximum permission per file or directory will be, maximum we can give is 777 because read write execute is the highest we can give. 777 is the highest. Okay. So when root creates a file, what is the default permission in Linux? 644 when root creates a file. For directory 755. For any other user 664. For directory 775. So to change this, this is the command chmod permission can be changed by alphabet as well as number, and the last is the file or directory name. Okay, now I'll show you the practical. So now you can see here, when the root user creates a file, what is the default permission? 644. For directory 755. For any other user 664. For directory 775. This is default. Now how to change it? So we can Now permission can be applied to the three categories: owner, group owner, and others. So now the default permission is 644. So I'm changing it. How to change it? chmod. Then first number, suppose, is for owner. So if I give 1, owner will get only execute. If I give 2, owner will get only write. If I give 3, owner will get 2 plus 1, that is write and execute. 4 means only read. 5 means read and execute. 6 means read write, no execute. 7 means read write execute. 8 means it will not accept. Highest is 7 because each category consists of 3 characters RWX. So maximum we can give 7. So I given 7. Now right now the owner is having 6. Now I'm showing you first with the numbers, then I'll show you with alphabet. Now in the middle, the group is having what permission? 4. Now suppose I'm giving 5. Now for the others, 6. It is 644. So I have given 756 to the file Red Hat. Now you see the permission is changed or not? Yes. 7 means read, write, execute. So first character is hyphen. So owner earlier was read, write, but now read, write, execute 7. Earlier it was read. Now I given 5. So read and execute. Earlier it was only read for others. Now I given 6. So it has become 6 RW. So the permission is changed as per our requirement. So once you give the execute permission, the color of the file changes from black to green. Black means non-executable file. Green means executable file. Now this is the permission we have changed through numbers, absolute mode. Now permission also can be changed with alphabet, symbolic mode. So first is for owner. First permission is for owner. So owner is represented as what? U means owner. So I'm giving now owner read write. When you use the alphabet, you have to use the alphabet. Now comma G means group. Now I'm giving to the group only write, no read, no execute. Now to the rest of the users, others, I'm giving only read. Space last file or directory name. I'm applying to file. Now again the file color changes to black because there is no execute permission. So the owner permission earlier was read, write, execute. Now I change it to read, write, no execute. Group permission was read and execute. I changed to only write. The sequence order will be this only RWX. Now there is no read, no execute, only write. Now the others, I given only read. So there is only read, no write, no execute. So this is how the permission can be applied. Now how it will work means now here the owner, here the group name will apply. Now the rest of the users others. So this permission is for owner. This permission is for owner. This is for group. This is for rest of the users. So now you check here. Now let us create one. Let us create one user. Let us create one user, new user. So once you create a user, this user comes under others. So this user comes under others. So he will get what permission? Read only. But let us assume he is a team leader and the company want he should get the read write permission. So who is having read write permission? Owner. So can we change this user to the owner? Yes. So we have a command chown means change the owner. Which user you want to make the owner? That username. For which file or directory you see. Write it. Now you check. Now earlier the owner was name. Actually who created this file? Root. So root name was owner. But can we change the owner? Yes. By using this command. Now Sai is a U owner. Now Sai will get what permission? Read write. Now let us apply the permission to the group. So we discussed group is a collection of user. Group is created to apply the same permission to multiple user. So now create a group because the group we have created earlier we deleted also. So create a group, then add the users into the group. We already discussed today how to add. Now this who are the users in the group? Now this group members L1 and L2, they should get the group permission because they have added into the group. But if you check, they will get the read permission. They should get ideally write permission, but they will get read permission. Why? Because when you apply the permission to the group, here you have to change the group name. So what is the group we have created? Linux. But here the group name is what? Root. So when you want your group members to get group permission, you need to change the group name to your group name. So now we have to change the group name. How to change? CHGRP, change the group owner. My group name is Linux. For which file or directory? Red Hat. Now you see here. Now the users who are in the group, now the users who are in the group L1 and L2, they will get what permission? Group permission. Now who is the owner? Sai. Sai will get what permission? Read and write. Now L1 and L2 will get what permission? Group permission. What is the permission on group? Only write. And rest of the users L3, L4, K, they are not added into the group. They are not the owner. So the rest of the users default will get others permission. So here no need to write others. By default rest of the users will become others. So this is how the permission will work. But this file is created by root. So the root created file will have root created file will be created in /root. So in the /root, by default, no user can enter. So the Sai user is having full permission, read and write, but he cannot read, cannot write because he cannot enter into the /root. So what you have to do before you do the verification, you have to give the normal permission on the directory. So root created data stores where on /root directory. So on all the directory, what should be the permission? 755. Then because this file is created in /root, so you have to give default permission. Then now you can log in as a user and do the verification. Sai. So what is the permission for Sai for the Red Hat file? Read and write. So log in as a Sai. Now you will directly go to the root. Now file is there in the root. So can you read the file? Yes. Now can he write into the file? Yes, because he is having what permission? Read and write. So he can able to write also. Write something, enter Control D to save. Now you can read and write. Yes, it is working. Sai user. Now log in as a group member. Who are the users in the group members? Who are the users in the group? L1, L2. So group is created for same permission to multiple user. So now what is the permission on group? Right. So now you log in as a this time now with L1. Now can they able to write? Yes, but can they able to read? No, because their permission only write. So read means cat space file name. To write, don't use single greater, it will overwrite. Use double greater. Now they can write. They can write, but they can't read because the permission given by the admin on them is only write. So L1 can able to read cannot read, sorry, L1 can able to write but can't read because the permission on them is write. Now come out, exit. Now log in with L2. He will also have same permission because he is also the member of the same group. So why the group is created? To assign same permission. So he also can't read but can write. But can write. So he is also able to write but can't read. So it is working according to what we have given. Yes. Now, what is the permission on for the rest of the users? Rest of the users only read. So who are the rest of the users who are not in the group, not the owner, like L3? Now you log in as a L3. Now L3 comes under others. So they should able to read but can't write. So they are able to read, but they can't write. See here. So it is working? Yes. So this is how the permission will work. Okay. So to come out from the user, exit. So now the root name is not appearing on the file. So most of the people think the root might be others. No. So if you write the root name anywhere, no problem. If you don't write the root name also anywhere, no problem. Root will always have full permission. See here. Now we have logged in as a root. So can the root read the file? Yes, he can read. Can root write into the file? Yes, he can write. So root always will have full access for every file and directory. Now, to show you the importance of roots, what we will do, we will change the permission. We'll change the permission. Chmod. I'm changing the permission to. Oh. एक बार आपसे टिफिन में जमा कर रहे प्लास्टिक के बर्तन इधर ऐसा बन के छोड़ दो बोल रहे बन के सुनना में वो यार शाटा खाने दो बोल रहे बोला ऐसा अच्छा हो रहा है हाँ मां अंधेरा पूरा हाथ वो खुल गया वो बाइक के साथ तेज करा वो न्यूज तो now here now here I'm giving the permission. What permission? Nil permission to everybody. See here. No permission. Now Sai is the owner. Now Sai can read. No, he can't read. Can he write? No. Because there is no permission. But now we will change the owner. We'll change the owner to root again. We'll change the owner to root again for the Red Hat file. Now who is the owner? Now root. Now is there any permission for owner? No. But still root can read. Still root can write. So from this what you have to understand? Root doesn't come under the category or permission. Root is beyond the category. Root is beyond the permission. So root always will have full access. Root always will have full access for every file and directory, whoever creates it. Root is something like a king of the operating system. So it doesn't come under the any rule, any permission. So you write the root name anywhere. Root always will have full access. So root is beyond the permission, beyond the categories. Root always will have full access, full permission. Okay. So this is about your basic file permission. So in the basic file permission, we can give the permission based on categories. So if you want to give the permission, different permission to different users and different groups. So in basic file permission, maximum you can give to one group, but if you have more than one group, and when you want to give different permission to different users, like I'm creating user one. Now my requirement is user one should get read, user two should get read write, user three should not get any permission. Three users, three different permission. So by default, all these three users comes under in basic file permission others. So I can give them only one permission, but I want three different users, three different permission. So that we cannot do in basic file permission. So for that, we have a separate permission policy, which is called access control list. So we'll have a break. After the break, we will discuss access control list, which is used to give different permission to different users and different group. So shall we have a break? After the break, we'll discuss the ACL, last access control list. Okay. So shall we have a break? Okay, we'll have a break. After the break, we'll continue. Okay, shall we continue now? Our next step will be about ACL, how to apply the different permission to different users and different groups, which we can't do through the basic file permission. Yes, my voice is audible. Okay, so now next we will see ACL, access control list, which is used to apply different permission to different users and different groups, which we can't do through the basic file permission. So now to apply the different permission to different users, that can be done with ACL. So to apply the ACL, the command is set FSCL -m to modify the permission. U for user, U colon username, then colon, what is the permission? Suppose read. So you can give for R one user, space file name to one user, no multiple users, comma, U colon next username. To this user read write. Next username, U colon next username, U3. So for this user, I want to give no permission at all. So numerically, you can give 0, alphabetically hyphen. So I can use 0 also. So what is the advantage with ACL? In basic file permission, either you have to give permission on all alphabet or all number. Here, we can give all numbers or all alphabet or the combination of both. It will accept anything. So it is much better. And we can also give the permission to the group also. So group permission earlier was write. Now I'm changing the group permission to read. For 4 means read. I have only one group. If I have another group, I can go with G, comma, G, colon, group name, next to permission. At the last, you have to write the file name. So now how do you check this permission is applied or not? To apply the ACL, set FSCL. And to check the ACL, get FSCL. Now you can see U1 read, U2 read write, U3 nil permission. And to the group member, only read. So you log in as a user and check by yourself. So U1 only read. So now he can only read. He can only read, but he can't write. So for write, don't use single greater, use double greater. So U1 is verified, yes. Now log in with U2. So what is the permission for U2? Read and write. So now can he read? Can he read? Yes. Can he write something more? Yes. Because it's given read write. So you can see here. Control D after writing. Now can you see one more line added? Yes. Exit. Now what is the permission for U3? Nil permission. No permission. No read, no write. Now if I am trying to read, what I should get? Permission denied. I'm getting yes. When I'm trying to write also, permission denied. Is it coming? Yes. So this is about your ACL. Now the permission to the group. Who are the users in the group? Read only. So who are the users in my group? L1, L2. Earlier they were able to write but can't read. But now they can read, but they can't write because the permission on the group is read. Same permission for other user. Who is the other user? L2. He also can read but can't write. So this is how the permission can be checked. So ACL is much easier and much better, much simple, much effective. So on which file our directory ACL is applied, how to check? You can use ls space -l or ll. So you can see on which file our directory ACL is applied. After the permission, you can see the plus symbol. So how do you check on which file our directory ACL is applied? So you have to give ll or ls space -l. So on whichever file our directory ACL is applied, you can see the permission ending with the plus symbol. Now how to remove the ACL? So to remove the ACL, so now ACL is applied for U1, U2, U3 group Linux. So I'm removing to U1. So how to remove? Set FSCL. Set FSCL. set FSCL hyphen X to remove the ACL. For which user you write that username. For which file or directory, Red Hat. Now see here. ACL is removed for the U1. U1 name is not there. So if you give LL or ls space hyphen L, still plus symbol will be there for Red Hat. Now how to remove the ACL completely? Set FSCL hyphen B for block the ACL. Now see here. It is blocked for all the users and group. ACL is completely removed. So if you give LL, there is no plus symbol now. So this is about your ACL. Now the last topic for today, like we discussed already in Windows, partition. So partition is created to store our data systematically and safely. So in Windows, we know how to create a partition. Now we'll see how to create a partition in Linux. So before you create the partition on Linux, to check the hard disk information, the command is fdisk-l. Like in Windows, you have to go to disk management. Here fdisk. So fdisk-l means this is your available hard disk. This is the size, and already how many partitions are there? So it is MBR partition table. So first three are primary, fourth one extended. After that logical. So already 5 partition is created. So if you want to create a partition, you should know free space is there or not. So how do you check free space is there or not? So for that, we have to use another command, parted. So what is the command to check to create new partition? We should have free space in the hard disk. The hard disk information, fdisk-l, it will show your hard disk name, total size, how many partitions are there, but it doesn't show the free space. So to check the free space, parted command, enter. Now here you write print free space, print free space. So here it will show you. So first 3 partitions are primary, extended, logical. Now are logical. You see the last line. Total size this. Out of that, for 5 partitions, this size is over. How much is remaining? 2661 MB means 2.6 GB space is free. So how to come out from here? Q for quit. Now same information you can check by using the graphical interface. For that, go to application, then utilities. Under the utilities, go to the disk. Same information. 11 GB about hard disk, 5 partition already created, 2.7 free space. Yes. Now can I create a partition? Yes, free space is there. If you want to see the RAM space, free space -m. M means memory. First line is your physical RAM. Second line is logical memory, swap. And if you want to see your partition information in human readable format in Linux, df-h. So your first partition is /boot, which is 200 MB. Second partition /6 GB. Third partition /home. Fourth partition extended. Fifth one swap. Swap is not a part of OS. So here we have to see with memory, logical memory. Now, can I create a new partition? Yes. So how to create a new partition? So to create a new partition, fdisk -L, then see your hard disk name, then write fdisk, your hard disk name. Now you go inside the fdisk command. So here, welcome to fdisk. So if you don't know anything how to create partition, yum for help, let's yum enter. So all this you don't have to do, just four alphabet is enough. So here P means print, it will print how many partition already created. Then N for new partition. So while creating the partition, if you have done any mistake, you can overcome that mistake by using Q for quit. P for print, existing partition, N for new partition, Q for to come out from the partition if any mistake is there without saving. If you have done the partition properly, you can use W. So that will write that partition on the hard disk and come out from the from the fdisk command. Okay. Now I'm using that same P for print, N for new partition, enter. So first time when you enter, it will ask us to give the size in sector, which we are not aware. So to get the option in byte, you have to press enter one more time. So total how many times? N 2 times. So to give the size, now you are getting the option. By mistake, if you press enter third time, the complete size will be allocated. So that mistake you can overcome by using what? Q for quit. So if you have done any mistake, you can use quit. So once again, I'll show you how to create a partition. First, fdisk-L, then fdisk space your hard disk name. Now you are inside it. Yum, enter. Then first P to check how many partitions are there. N to new partition, enter 2 times. Then here, everything is here. You just see and do it. Give the size with plus. Then how much value you want to give. Then KB, MB, what you want to give, you give it. So, but it should be in capital letter. Here, you see the format and give it. So I'm creating new partition. So my last partition is 5th. Now new partition is 6th. So 6th partition will be created of so and so size. What I have given 100. So 100 partition, 100 size MB partition is created 6th. That is enough for me. So that is created properly according to my requirement. So what should I do? W means this now partition will be written on the hard disk and we will come out from the fdisk. So once you create a partition in the Linux, that new partition is created, but that new partition is not updated to the Linux kernel because the kernel was busy. So whenever you create any new partition, the new partition should be updated to the kernel. Further, two options are there. Either reboot the system or use the command. So better option is update with the command. Don't restart the machine. So whenever you create new partition, whenever you create any new partition, you have to update that new partition. So how to update it? We have command given there, part-prod space your hard disk name. Don't write new partition number, just write hard disk. Now it is updated. How do you check it? kpartx /dev/esda. So here 6th partition is created. Now you can able to see it is updated. The partition is created. Now, before you store the data, you have to format it. So in Linux, we will format with this command, mkfs. Mkfs means make file system. Dot. If you don't know the file system, press the tab key 2 times. It will show. Like in Windows, FAT, NTFS, REFS. In Linux, ext. 2, 3, 4. Then came the latest one, XFS. So normally in Windows, we go for normal size NTFS. In Linux, ext4 is best for normal size. For large size, XFS, latest one. So I'm formatting with ext4. Which partition? My last partition. If you don't give the number, it will ask, do you want to format the entire hard disk? You should say no. So which partition you have created, that you can see with the kpartx. That number you give while formatting. Formatting is done. Now access the partition. So in Windows, partition is accessed with drive letter. In Linux, everything is done with the help of the directory. So create one directory under slash. Now access that partition. So we have to create a link between the partition with the directory. So for that, there is a mechanism or process called mounting. So to do the mounting means, mounting is a process of accessing the partition with directory. So we need to create a link between the partition, new partition which we have created, and the directory. So now we can access the partition, this partition with the help of this directory. In Windows, through drive letter. So whatever you want to do in this partition, you have to do through this directory. Data will be saved through directory. In Windows, okay. Now you go to the directory. So in Windows, everything is accessed through drive letter like D drive, E drive, here directory. So you go to the directory and whatever data you create here, it will be created on sixth partition. Over. So this is how you create the partition. Now this link is a temporary. Once the system reboot, everything will be there. The link will be broken. Again, after system restart, we just again make a link partition with directory. Again, you can access with the directory. Okay. So with this, we have done with today's session. So tomorrow will be the last session where we will be discussing how to install the application using RPM and YUM. And I'll show you tomorrow how to configure DHCP server and Apache web server that we have discussed in Windows. Now this we will discuss through the Linux, last class tomorrow. Okay. So that's it for today. Thank you everyone. So if you have any question, any doubt, you can ask. Okay, is there any doubt or can I close the session? Okay, so that's it for today. Thank you, everyone. I'm closing this session.